Hello there. It's been a little bit of a strange day because I've kind of gone down a bit of a rabbit hole investigating something about democracy in Whangārei. Oh boy. This is a hard one to follow, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do it in a 3-minute video. So, if you want a bit more detail and photos of everything so you can see what's going on, check out my Substack, which is linked in my bio. Anyway, let's go for a bit of a long walk. You see, elected officials in Whangārei got this letter from Voices for Freedom and the CW group, pointing out that they got elected because of those groups and the hard work that they put into things, and they have expectations. And all those expectations, open and fair governance, which makes sense from an anonymous letter, they've sent specific requests to the mayor of Whangārei. Doesn't sound dodgy at all, does it? Now, we know Voices for Freedom, they were very vocal on their whole "we want to make the country ungovernable" thing at the last local body elections. But CW Group, that's a little bit different. They've been dropping flyers that are anti-Three Waters to people's letterboxes all over the area. And they have an address here which is at CW Group, so they have a domain name that they've bought. But they're driving people to a different website called Better Whangārei. Now, this website gets a whole bunch of information and sends people links to organisations like the New Zealand Centre for Political Research, a think tank set up by an ex-ACT MP and a whole bunch of other people who don't like the idea of Māori getting equitable outcomes. There's an interesting link in the Substack on that, but you should go check that out. Now, what's really interesting about this is that the contact details on this actually go through to one of those writers. This one, in fact, this is one of his pieces from NZCPR. Now, he is also the founder of Democracy Northland, along with Robin Grieve here, who was the candidate who ran in one of the Northland Māori Awards as a Pākehā because he felt that he should. Now, the Democracy Northland website was actually originally bought by the current mayor for Whangārei. Speaking of website purchases, the details behind the CW Group URL that they've got are registered also to a Whangārei address. For the Donovan Group, an international construction group based in Whangārei who have offices all over the world, for some reason. And that's kind of where everything runs a little bit cold for me, and it's way more complicated than that. It has links to things like Democracy New Zealand, and seriously, go and read the piece because it is weird and out there and really hard to follow in a 3-minute video. This is very much that Spider-Man meme where everybody's pointing at each other, because it feels really convoluted in a way that it shouldn't, and that's a worry for me when it comes to democracy.